Hi, so I created a program that maybe possibly chaos magicians would be interested in. And first of all, I apologize for my microphone quality if it's bad, and I'm just using my normal laptop microphone. I don't have any equipment or whatever. And I'm going to put a disclaimer. I did vibe code this with Google Gemini. There was not too much human input aside from prompts. I had to fix a couple of things here and there, and a couple of things are still broken. So for whatever reason you are like morally against that, I guess, then you can not watch this or run the program or whatever. But I think it's a powerful tool to use. So I'm going to continue to use it. But let me show you the code real quick. I'm not going to show you the full code. Let's show you the script. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice is the fractal, right? And the fractal is just immediately based off of what's written here. So it just says write your intents here, and that's what the fractal is based on. But I can write anything, like I want to be the guy. And it'll generate a new fractal. Yeah, it doesn't look different, but it is different. And you can do Mandelbrot, Julia, or Burning Ship. I'm going to add more in the future. You can also change the scale. So if I just go back to like Julia, I can put that as like 0.5. It'll lag my computer out because my GPU is not amazing, but the fractal itself will be more detailed. Let's just set it back to 1.5. And these are the iterations. So you can do like, let's just do 451. Yeah, that's the iteration. So let's just set it at like 150. Wow, cool. 100. Let's just keep it at that. Well, I'm gonna go down to 75. And then also there are visual effects over here, so you can turn on a strobe effect. And the whole point about this is a Gnosis visualizer. And this will help you put in your intents, visualize your intents here with it generated for you. And then you can also import sigils. So let's see, I have a sigil in here, I believe. So this is like an anti-smoking sigil that I made since I'm a smoker and I want to quit smoking. Let me just set it at like 300 scale. You can set the scale of it. And that will pop around the screen or whatever. And then you can also play music. I have 3 tracks built in. Maybe you can't hear me over that, but you can play music. I have 3 tracks built in, just simple tracks. Then you can also play music and a frequency at the same time, if that helps you out. And then here, sorry, let me turn off that frequency. Here you can upload your own music, I guess, if you want to. I don't really have any except for the tracks I already put in, which those were generated with the Suno AI, by the way, just so you know. But like I also have like over in the visual effects a Julia morph, so you can change the Julia fractal. That's one specific to Julia fractals. You can turn on. I can turn on psychedelic colors. Ooh, pretty. Neon edges with that. Damn, look at that. And then it's flashing my sigil. I have that song playing. I have that frequency playing. Maybe over here I have some like porn on the other side of the screen to help me focus. I'll then release focus once things happen, you know? And then once I am ready to do that, if you're using digital chaos magic or whatever, and you're using source folders, what I do. Okay, so I've got some cool effects and everything going on. I put it in my intents. I want to be the guy, but my actual intent is I want to quit smoking and breathe better and live a healthier life. Then we'll generate that. Maybe zoom in on that. Get some good visuals going. And then I'll import my sigil. That'll get going. That's really small. It maybe starts your picture somewhat small. So I just put in like 275. That looks good. That's the sigil I made. But over here, what you'll have is I have a pain folder, which is everything that I just want to get rid of and I want to release from my life. So I have pictures of like the lungs on fire, lungs like infested with mold almost, picture of tobacco and stuff, which I use to create this gift, something personal to me. You need to create something personal that represents the pain you want to get rid of. And this was personal to me, and this is something that I could focus on and then get rid of out of my mind, and then only focus on the good intent. And so what you want to do is you want to select your source folder with the top button, and that is your release code, what I call it, which is your folder that has the I'll show you. It has the sigil and everything in it, and it has the parts of everything you want to use. It has the actual intents, which I'm not gonna really show, because I want to forget it. And then what I can do is I can select the source folder, so I will select that release code folder. And then I will select the target folder, which is the pain folder, what I want to get rid of. And then once I reach Gnosis, whether that's through sexual Gnosis or I'm listening to the song and the frequency at the same time, and that really gets me into a different state of mind. Once I really reach that point, I will always have my mouse hovering over this. And once I really reach that point where I think that I am in a different state of mind, I will press initiate the working. Then it will save that folder, as it'll completely override the pain folder, everything that the personal pain that you put in digitally, everything that represented what you want to get rid of, it's gone now. You can't recover it. It's gone off your computer. And now you're left with this glyph folder, which is only a copy of your release code, your intents, the good things you wanted to put into it. And there is also an option here. I'll just use this folder, and I'll just use this folder. You can dissolve the source. So what that would do is, I believe, maybe it's broken, but I believe it will take it to ritual cache. No, it's broken because this one says 528. But anyways, I'll fix that, and it takes us to a different part of your computer, so you just don't think about it. You don't open it or whatever. I'll fix that, but that's basically how that goes. I don't know if that you understand that, or it sounds like some schizophrenic rantings or whatever, but I hope that's understandable to some people. I've also got another feature on here, which is the Quantum Seed and the Oracle. So what the Quantum Seed does, and here in a minute it's going to probably update and say network error, because I got lucky, and it only says an actual number, like 1 out of every 8 tries, just because I guess the API is sort of messed up. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to fix it, but I'm going to try to find a fix. But what this is it gathers the ANU. Yep, there we go. The ANU quantum number generator. And so it will give you a true random number based on quantum fields. But what the Oracle does is it takes that last number, the last number that could have been fetched, so whatever that number was, and it puts it through a cryptic cache. So then at least you have a truly random number being truly randomized that you can focus your intent on, and maybe you can persuade it, or maybe you can see things within it. But I mean, that interpretation is all up to you. But I've got to fix the actual callback from the API for the quantum random number generator. But I'll fix that at some point. There's also one more thing I want to show you, which is that you can open my Sigil Scribe program, which is a separate script that will run once you press this. And what it can do is I can set my statement of intent, which I can just say I want to be the guy. It will give me all my unique letters, so it'll cut off any repeating letters, and then it'll give my vowels remove, so it'll just give me consonants, and then it'll give me a numerological reduction, and then the final numerological sum. So this is all put down like to a single number, each of these letters, so it's all added up, put down to a single letter, and then these letters are all added up, put down to a single number. Then you get these fractals generated. So this is from your raw intents, the first thing you put in. And then this is from the unique letters, every letter removed. Then no vowels, as it says, numeric, then the sum of everything. And you can zoom in on these, and you can save them, and it will save the image just as it is where successfully saved, where you zoomed into. So it'll show that same picture, and you can do whatever you want with this. Make sigils, like digital sigils, anything, and then throw them up onto the Chaos engine. Um, and then you can also save your fractal on the Chaos engine itself. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, yeah, just let me know if you have any questions, anything I could add. This program is going to release soon. Currently, there's no public version of it, but if you found my GitHub, maybe there is. But otherwise, and it's outdated. But yeah, let me know if you can just think of anything else I could add to this program that could increase Chaos Magician's digital potential. I want it to be an all-in-one program, something that can really affect us all and change something, you know? So just let me know what's up if you have any questions. If you're not sure how this works, I can also answer that question. Yeah, just let me know. Thank you.